Hi friends, welcome back to Liz's Reading Corner, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Liz and I like books, and today we are doing it. We're finally doing it. We're reading a Sarah J Maas book. This is House of Earth and Blood. This is book one of I think two. I have both of them. And I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. I wanted to try and get this finished in June. It's currently the 27th of June. I don't think I'm going to get it finished this month, but I want to try and get it finished over the next week or so. That means I have to read 114 pages each day. I think that's going to be a struggle. From what I've read about this book, I don't think it's going to be something I like. I don't know. I have started... I think I said I'd never read Sarah J Maas before. I don't think I have. From what I've read from some of the reviews, her writing is really wordy, and I struggle with wordy writing. So if something is really descriptive, it actually frustrates me because get to the point. Like, I'm the kind of person that gets things done and prefers very succinct writing, so I don't really enjoy reading waffle, basically, which is really funny because I enjoy reading Brandon Sanderson, but it just kind of feels like with Brandon Sanderson that a lot of his, like, every word counts, basically. So yes, House of Earth and Blood, here we go. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I am like day 3 or 4 of House of Earth and Blood. Not really feeling it. It's 2/3 too long. It's not for me. I will get through it just because I want to, but I'm struggling, really struggling. So I decided it is time to pick up a different book, and we are reading The Island by Adrienne McKinty, and we will see how that goes. Hopefully just a little break from House of Earth and Blood will do me some good. I finished reading House of Earth and Blood. This was a surprise. Quite honestly, it was a surprise. In my mind, Sarah J Maas, Cassandra Clare, Rebecca Yarros, all of those sort of like romantasy authors, in my mind, they write things that I'm just not interested in reading. They have tropes in their books that I'm just not interested in. It's just not something that I enjoy. I don't like miscommunication tropes. I don't like enemies to lovers. I just don't enjoy any of that. So this had like a tiny little bit of like romance in it. I wouldn't exactly call them enemies. It was just like people that didn't like, they weren't enemies, they just didn't like each other, and they ended up together. That was unsurprising. My biggest issue with this book is that it is far too wordy. Like, this is probably 300 or 400 pages too long. It could have been done in about half of what it was and still have been amazing. So did I enjoy it? Yes, sort of. I enjoyed parts of it. I really enjoyed the main plot points. So there is this monster that is killing people, and the main character's best friend was killed by this monster, and then a couple of years later it comes back again and starts killing. And so the main character, I can't even remember her name, Bryce, and the main character, Bryce, who is the main character, she has to investigate why it has come back and the cause of it, and who is basically behind these killings. And genuinely, I loved that storyline. I loved that. It was the perfect sort of like high fantasy storyline that I really enjoy. The problem is all of the other random bits of it. Like, I literally skim read through this and still understood the entire story. Purely because, like, you don't need... I don't know if I can find it. Where was it? I should have marked it. Next time I will mark it so that I have an example for you guys of why I just didn't enjoy the wordiness of it. But there was like an entire paragraph basically describing Bryce walking through an archway in the city, and you don't need an entire, in my opinion, you don't need an entire paragraph dedicated to someone walking through something like that. It's just way too much for me. I don't enjoy really wordy, like, I prefer succinct. I prefer very succinct as possible, because even in real life when people are talking to me and they're like really describing something, I'm like, cool, I got it, that's fine, we don't need to keep going, it's cool. That's just a me thing though. But yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. There wasn't anywhere near as much romance in there as possible. I actually really quite enjoyed the way that the characters were written, in which also surprised me, because I've seen a lot of reviews, or like negative reviews of Sarah's writing, and a lot of them say that, well, a lot of the ones I've seen have said that she's not very good with descriptions and like characters and that sort of thing, but I enjoyed it. That really surprised me. And now that I've read this one and now I know her writing, I think I might enjoy the second one better. I'm probably not going to get to it for a couple of months, but I will try to get to it by the end of the year. My goal was to have it read by the end of this year. So this one is now going to my friend Ollie, because she really wants to read it as well, and I'll see what she thinks. But have you read House of Earth and Blood? If you have, I would love to hear your opinion on it. If you have any other books that are similar to this that you think I would enjoy, I would love to hear those suggestions. If you enjoy what I do here, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one.